Hello, welcome back to another video. I'm Jack from Valid by JDJ. Today we're going to be working on this stunning LOTUS EMIRA first edition. Going to be machine polishing it and ceramic coating it. First of all, we need to get the wheels cleaned, get the paintwork cleaned, get the paintwork decontaminated and clay barred before we take it inside of the unit and polish it so the paintwork is perfect before we apply a 5-year ceramic coating to the whole vehicle. Buckets have been filled up with purified water. Gonna plug that in, turn that on, get some gloves out. Always remember the gloves. It is absolutely hammering it down. I'll be honest, I don't mind doing a decontamination wash in the rain because it lets the products dwell for longer, make sure they do their job correctly. If it's 30 degrees, they're not doing the job correctly and it's going to be a lot more harder for me to actually work in. When it comes to washing a vehicle, I always start with the wheels. Today we'll be using Bilberry wheel cleaner, using a EZ wheel brush, using an EZ barrel brush and also a wash mitt, alongside iron fallout remover and also a bit of wheel acid if needed. Hopefully you can hear me over the rain. I'm going to start with some wheel I can't work in this. I think that big shower has passed. It is going to be raining I think, but it is what it is. We'll start with Bilberry wheel cleaner on the faces. Let that sit for a little bit whilst I clean out the arches. Then put some iron fallout remover on it, clean these up, and carry on.
All for the content.
All for the content, mate. Hopefully I get a few subscribers off this one. See you later, mate. Have a good day. I'm going to put a bit of iron fallout remover on it. This is from Infinity Wax called Liquid Fire. So when you brake, your brake pads and brake disc join together to actually stop your car. But in doing that, they let off brake dust, which does stick to wheels. Especially with a high performance car like this, they're going to be big brakes, they're going to be stopping with a lot of power. So the wheels have all been completed. Next up, we're going to be using Built Hammers Auto Foam to do its initial snow foam onto the vehicle to remove as much dirt, loosen it before we jet wash it, and then start the first contact wash as well. Yeah, mate. Like it? It's nice, isn't it?
Just like a Ferrari.
Yeah, it is like people would see this and think Ferrari, but
Yeah.
just the new Lotuses, they look good, especially with the colour. So we've done the wheels and we've snow foamed the vehicle. Next up today, 2-bucket method. Gonna get the wash mitt and contact wash it from the top, working our way down. Obviously, you don't have to be as careful when you're going to be machine polishing a vehicle as you're going to be machine polishing the imperfections out, but it's still good just to have good practice. Now, this could go one or two ways. I could break this wing mirror or it's going to work perfectly. It's fine. I've said it before, most modern cars do bend that way. It's just a bit sketchy with a wing mirror that has that much angle on it, should I say. The rear diffuser on this car is fairly big, also very low. Don't forget, it's for aerodynamics. You probably can't hear me very well down there, I'm sorry. Next up is tar remover. Basically we spray this onto the car, let it sit for a little bit with this whether we can, and then we're going to put it onto a microfiber cloth and work it into the paintwork to remove any tar that has flicked up from the road or from tyres. It's going to absolutely chuck it down. I don't want my phone to get soaking wet, so I'm not going to film this process, but it won't take too long. There is videos where I have done this process also. Tar has been done. Next up, iron fallout remover and a clay mitt. So we could use a clay bar or a clay mitt. I'm using a clay bar and I'm using a clay mitt, that's a lie. What we do is we spray this onto the vehicle. After that, we snow foam it, use that as a lubrication to use our clay mitt to remove any more contaminants out of the paintwork. Sun's out, but over there, behind my head, it's very grey. See how we get on. So the car's inside the unit now. I've gone around and inspected it. There is quite a lot of orange peel over the paintwork. Also a bit of damage to the rear end. Nothing crazy, but there's a little scuff that should come out fine. On top of the boot lid, there's a little bit of paint that has been machine polished away already, by the looks of it, on the edge, because it must be quite thin. So as I mentioned, the paintwork's going to be quite thin on this car, so I don't want to go too heavy with the compound or the pad. So I'm going to be using the standard Kosh Chemie F6, which is a fine cut compound, which I use for most of my enhancement jobs, followed by Roop's fine foam pads as well, with Flex's false rotation polisher and also the 3-inch polisher by Roop's. I'm going to run a line of tape. So we've been polishing this wing and we've come along to the bonnet and we can actually see where we've polished because of the amount of hazing that was left in the paintwork from the dealership. The colour difference is crazy. So as we can see in this area here, it's very concaved. Not many people would polish in there because it's a bit awkward, as we can see. But above that handle, I've polished, as you can see here. Lots of holograms, lots of swirls. That's where I've polished here. There will be a few little swirls. Nothing compared to all of this here. So obviously this part's now been done. Now gonna get that concaved bit done, then work the top section. The bonus of having a ramp is it doesn't hurt your back. Obviously you see me working on the old American cars and the Jaguar and stuff like that. I'm sitting on the floor. It isn't very comfortable, but it is what it is. I'm just lucky here at Majestic Customs I get to use the ramp. Especially on a low car like this, I didn't think I'd be able to get it on, but it's worked. Gonna tackle this black section now with my 3-inch polisher. Do the best I can. So all the lower section is now on the car. Gonna drop it down, get the top bit done. So when my customer bought this car around 3 months ago, Lotus said that their detailers detailed it. What usually happens, and what happened in this case, is the dealership runs over it with a rotary polisher, which is what all these little hazing marks, little blue marks are in the paintwork, alongside the swirls. So that last clip was filmed at 22:11. It's now 11:15. So 5 minutes has removed all of them not all the swirls, but all of the holograms. There are deeper swirls in this paintwork, but unfortunately they're not going to come out with a single stage machine polish. But it's looking a lot more refined and a lot more glossy. So whilst the car's low, might as well get this side of the roof done as well. I'm going to do a little before and after like I've been doing recently. It shows the good difference with the machine polishing, in case people don't know what they're looking for. About to start on this little rear spoiler from the boot lid. As mentioned before, there is a burn through. Basically, someone has burnt through the paintwork here. I believe probably the dealership with that rotary polisher. So we're down to the final panel of this car, just this little section of the wing. I put this little bit of tape on it yesterday so I didn't forget, because obviously when you're going around the car you do forget where you've been sometimes. That was stuck there. So everything else has been done. I'm just going to follow this in down here, down into this little intake. You can't actually lift the bonnet or hood on this car without taking out bolts, so that won't be getting lifted. There's no need for it anyway because there isn't much under there. So yeah, just going to get this done. Then we can panel wipe it and we can start ceramic coating. All the machine polishing work has now been completed. Next up, we're going to blow the car off the air compressor just to make sure there's no dust. Then we'll be using an isopropyl alcohol, which is Synergy Prep, to remove any polish residue. Following by a 5-year ceramic coating, which is Cerakote in this case. This is it's actually guaranteed up to 500 washes, which is well over 5 years. It's a very hard ceramic coating, a very good solid ceramic coating. We'll be using a microfiber applicator with some microfiber cloth to buff it off. And then after that, we'll get onto the interior. Just priming the pad, so plenty of ceramic coating on to start with. After that, a few little 5 drops will do a panel after that. So that's the job completed. Worked out to be about 12 hours overall. We did 8 hours yesterday and around six hours today. Car has been machine polished, ceramic coated with the 5-year coating, an interior clean. Also added the vinyl strips down below, the yellow ones that my customer requested, which are the decals. Car looks insane. We're gonna let the ceramic coating cure for a couple of hours because it's wet outside. Then my customer will collect it later on tonight. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoy these. It helps out more than you can imagine. So I will see you on the next video. I believe it will be a BMW M2.